Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Tyra and this is Brady Budgets. And as you can see, this is part 2 of our savings challenges that we had completed. Here is all of the money and now we just have to get it put where it needs to go. So I'm so happy that you came back to join me for this. Get the cash tray out here. Let me tell you, it has been a week, well, first 2 weeks of bleeding money out of my accounts, which I knew was going to happen. So on top of Christmas, I have a baby shower on the 3rd of January. I am having car maintenance repairs done. And then we have the Christmas going ons and normal lives. And let me tell you, I am bleeding money. Some of it we had funds for, and we've got to transfer money. Some of it is where the savings challenge money is going to come into play for it. But wowzers, let's just say that. So let me get these out of the way for now and let's bring in some paperwork. I do have my ding, ding, ding. We did not do that the other day. So let's get that done. Let's start with that because that's the easy thing. And I do want to thank you if you are coming back. Thank you so much for showing back up. If you would like and subscribe my videos, I'd greatly appreciate it. I am not new to cash budgeting, but I am new to videotaping my cash budgeting. I've gone at it a 2 or 3 times. I'm really trying to stick with it just because it helps. It helps me, and hopefully in all of my chaos with the budgeting, I can help somebody else know that, you know, it's not always perfect. It's not always sunshine and roses, but you have to weather the storms too, and sometimes it's not always easy to do that, but there's always a way through. All right, so we had 12 total challenges that were completed. Now, I don't count, sorry if you can see that, I don't count the Village Hop because they have their own Ring the Bell. It's just these down here that I counted for the 12. So we need to put $12 in here. And I believe there are some funds at the front. So there's my tracker for it. Yep, I've got $20. So we'll put in 15 and take out 3. And then we have 12 icons that we need to color in. So let's start. Only 3 more to go to fill that up. I think we'll probably be able to do that by the end of the year. Who knows, with the way funds are going out of my account instead of going into my account. So this is the total. See if we can zoom you in any. Well, I can, maybe. Sorry for the shadow. Let's get you zoomed in here. Okay, so this was the total of all of the challenges. There's certain ones that go into sinking funds. So let's get those into them. So let's get my long-term sinking funds. That's where most of these are. Actually, slide the tray over here. All right, let's do it. So, Oh Poop gets $50. So we'll just take, oh no, let's make that. Because this is when things don't go as they're supposed to, like right now. So there's $20, $30, $40, $50 going into Oh Poop. So this is kind of like a short-term emergency fund. So I have a large emergency fund, but this is just kind of a when things go awry, or I didn't plan for something, or something pops up real fast. So today is 12/11, and we're putting in $50. So that brings us up to $75. And these were from the Village Hop. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. And then I am just going to highlight these as they're done. Giving might also be in here. Oh, debt is in here. So I'm going to let you guys just take a quick look at this. Then I'm going to set it off to the side here. All right, so debt is getting $50. $50 from the Village Hop, 12/11. So that makes it 110. And we'll put this 50 in there. So now we have 51, 110. That's going to be used fairly quickly because I have, so the debt that I currently have outstanding is I have 3 medical charges, my truck payment, and then credit cards. Normally my credit cards are charged and paid off, charged and paid off. This time with some of the expenses that we've incurred, and that is the $50 for debt. I think giving and holiday are both in here. Giving might not even be in here. Giving might be in a different one. Future plans. Self-care was $50. I'm going to put that into personal care because I want to get this bumped up. So self-care was 50. So let's do 20, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50. So 20, 35, 45, 50. From the Village Hop, we're going to go 12, 11. So 50 plus 82, 132. If you knew the week I had, you'd understand why I do not trust myself, and I'm going to probably add these all up on the calculator. All right. So in this account, we now have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 1, 2. Just like we counted. So we can mark off another $50. And in $20 more, we'll be able to knock off one more. All right, and that was self-care. All right, I think that is it for this one. Let me go back through. All right, yep, that's everything in that book. Set it over here, and let's get my long-term savings. So this has emergency in it, which is the next $50 on my list. Emergency, $50. Do it in fives. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for $50. So $50, 12, 11, Village Hop. All right, so $359 plus 50 is $409. And I have put more into my high yield savings account that I do not have accounted in this yet, but we'll do that in our next video. All right, so we're adding our $50 in fives. So in the high yield savings account, we have 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $409. That is correct. And that means that we can color in a few more of these. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, $400. All right. And we will mark that off. All right, so giving new car, I don't think, oh, Pets and Vets is in here. And on here I got that under Fur Babies. It gets 50. So let's get rid of some of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 25, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, and 50. All right, so we started with $105 in here, and we're adding 50, 10, 25, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. So $50. Village Hop. So now we should have $155. 12, 11. And so it looks like we have 25 in our high yield savings. So let's go 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 5, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $155. $155. So there's 1, 25, and 50. All right. I think celebrations is what holiday goes under, but let me just double check. Oh, it doesn't matter. So holiday is $75, and that's going to go back to my debit card. So that's going to go in this envelope to the bank. So let's get rid of the ones to do that. So this is bundle of 25. There's another bundle. There's a third. All right. So I'll go ahead and count these for your benefit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $75. Going back to the bank because I used my, it says debit card, but I actually think it's credit card that I have to pay back for that. So I'm going to mark this back to bank. And then we also have $25 in my Ant Life that would go towards that. That needs to go back to the bank. So we'll count those out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And those are going back to bank. I'll just set that up there. I have that done. Back to bank. Giving is $50. I don't think I have giving in here. I have giving and Saver's Choice. Let's see, where do I want to put Saver's Choice? Saver's Choice is $50. Let's do it in, let's split it up. Let's do 10 in retirement. So that would bring this to $275. And that is 12, 11, $10. So we have 250, 60, 75, 275 in retirement. The prop bills are for money that is in my high yield savings account on those. Anything in my binder that has prop bills is because that's money already in the bank. So we did, just because I like to keep track, I'm going to go down here. $10, retire. So let's do $15 in investments. I have not invested any money. I am trying to get some built up so I can invest it starting next year. Not really for sure how I'm going to do that. All right, and I did 15 from the Village Hop. So with that 15 should be 122. Yep. I do know how to do math. All right, and so I have 50, 65, 67, 69 in high yield savings. So 69, 20, 35, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53. So 69 plus 53, 122. I will probably do, I don't know if I'm going to do like Robinhood or Ally, the bank that I have my high yield savings account in. They have their own. So it's 15 investment. So that's 25 spent out of the 50. Where are we going to put the other 50? Let's put 25 in new car. I did just purchase a new vehicle, but so 25 Village Hop. So that makes this 495. Oh, let's make it a full 500. And I'm out of whiteout right now. So we'll make this 30. Let's just cross that out. And let's go 30 from the Village Hop for $500. And let's add another 5. 12, 11. Oh, merciful. I need to switch some of these out. So I have a 100. Sorry. I have 200, 300, 350, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 95, $500. Let me grab some prop money. Let's see if we can switch some of this out, because that's just like craziness. So I have, so real cash. So I need $70. Let's see if I have 50. Let's do this. I have 350, 75, 375. So let's get rid of all of these. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 50, 75. $375 for 25, 45, 65, 85, 90, 95, 500. All right. Sorry about that. I'll make it easier for the next time. We'll just set those prop monies over there. $25 new car. And then let's do 25 in vacations. Vacation usually doesn't get a whole lot. So let's put in 25. Village hop. So that'd be 127 on 12, 11. Oops, that goes back there. And let's do it all in 5. So we'll get rid of the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 25. All right, so we have 50, 70, 85, 6, 7, 88 in the bank. And in cash, we have 10, 15, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Which brings us to $127, which is what we are supposed to have. All right. So we have that updated. And 25 went to vacation. That took care of this. Oh, and we need to mark off the new car. Did we get to mark any more off? Got it to 500. I added 30. So I added $30. All right. I think that is everything in this binder. Oh, craziness. All right. So the rest of this money is going back to the bank except for $100. $100 is being kept out because our mechanic, if you pay him cash, he gives you a discount. And I am assuming his labor for the work that he's done on our car is probably going to be right around $100. So I have that here in tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $100. So we have that set aside for the mechanic. So that is done. And then, so that everything kind of makes sense here, let me grab all right. Slide this one over here. Slide it up a little bit if I can. So this $250 in Ant Life is baby shower. So that is going to take care of $250 minus 12 minus 9.48 minus 25.31 . You still can't see here. So 20, so everything in blue is baby shower. So I took 12, 9, 25, 31, 10, 54, 17, 92, and 87, 55. So these have all been, well, the money going back in the bank will pay the credit card for these. And I have Amazon charges that I didn't have on here that came out of my debit card back in November. So that's where the other $87.20 out of the $250. So all of that is going back to the bank. And let's just make a note of that. So back to bank. $75 for holiday, which is Christmas, and $25 for the baby shower, and $250 for the baby shower. And then if because I still have some fees that have to come out of there, I have $85 of this $87.25 is rental for the space that we are renting. There's $100 out of my account also as a deposit. They will not cash that check as long as everything turns out okay. But so I'm only counting the $85 at this time because I know that we'll return it in the same shape that it was in. So that takes care of the baby shower stuff. $130 pays this bill up here on my credit card. So this will go back to the bank. Back to bank. Back to bank. All right, so let's get 250 out of here. So So here's 100 and fives. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. Let's count this again. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. Add an extra 5 in there. So there's 100. Let's do 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 200. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. So this 20 is not needed. So 100. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 200. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. Oh, what did I do? Let's do that again. Let's just do this. Take a breath and slow down. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. 250. Going back to the bank. I don't even know if all the money's going to fit in that envelope. All right. And then we need 130 for, this is medical. This is for a credit card payment. That's what these are. I believe holiday was just cash. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. All right, so 130 going back to the bank for a credit card payment. And that leaves 113 for Christmas. And that's just in the bank. That was on the debit card. This is debit. All right, so that should be what we have left. We're at 10, 20, 30, 5, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 113. Going back to bank. And that leaves me with $20. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I'll just put that with my, I'll go back through and watch. If I do not figure out where it went, I will just put it with my mechanic money, just in case I need that extra buffer. So, craziness, I tell you, total and complete craziness. So, I have some of the stuff caught up. I still have to get cash for the 39. So basically getting my credit cards paid off. I have a $39 yearly fee, and then on the 22nd, $75. So these will be paid out of my next payday. I still owe $337.45 on one of my credit cards. This was a Walmart grocery and household order, and it was supposed to come out of the last paycheck of November. Totally and completely forgot about it, so I didn't take it out of that. So I've got to get funds back for that. That'll probably, I'll have to pull from different areas to get that. My Vita Labs is medical prescriptions and stuff that I order for me, my brother, and my sister. So I will be reimbursed $292.80 of that. So that leaves me actually only owing on that bill $570.50 minus 292.80. So I owe, out of my actual funds, $277.70. $570.50 minus 292.80. Yep. So this is what actually needs to come out of for me. That'll probably come out of my health, but I will get all that figured up. All of this is going to happen on my next paycheck, which I get paid on the 15th, so first part of next week. These have already been reimbursed for, so I can mark all of these off. And the Christmas was reimbursed for there. All right, so those have all been reimbursed. I'll get that money in the bank, and then I will make that payment on my card. And then as I get the money back for this, I'll make that payment, and we'll just get it all set aside so we can get those credit cards paid back off. And these will come out on, these will be paid on the, that's been reimbursed. So I'll pay the $130 for this medical, $130 for this medical. I'll get paid right away. And then these two will come out of my January. So this will be January paycheck and January paycheck. Because that's usually when I pay this, because it comes out on the 22nd. All right. So I think that's all I have. I'm sorry. I don't even know if any of this makes sense to you. And one of these days I will get everything put down. I'd like to do how I set up my budget and how I figure everything out. But let me tell you, it's the way my brain works. Sometimes I don't know if anybody can follow along with what I do. So it's easier sometimes if I just write it down and you see it. I'm just starting to do that. I haven't ever done that before, but I'm going to try to start doing that in the future. And then over here on this back side is stuff that I've all paid off from here. So I'll go ahead, and once that payment is actually processed out of my bank, I will mark all of these off as paid. So craziness. I still probably have some money that'll go out on this. I will also be reimbursed by some of the, so there's 4 of us putting on this baby shower. 3 of us have put money into it and 1 has not. She is just going to divvy up. So that's why I have everything. This obviously is mine, but this is part of the baby shower of stuff that they'll reimburse me for. We'll add it all in and then figure out how much everybody owes. And then what she owes will be split between the 3 of us. So, and I might still end up owing some money. Who knows? The way it's being ran is a little bit different than how I would do it, but that's just, I'm just a participant. I wasn't the start and finish of it. So, all right. Thank you so much. I'll quit rattling on here. This video is right at 1 hour here, so I will get it wrapped up. I want to thank you if you stuck around this long and watched my whole video. Much appreciated. It's chaotic. And if you did, go ahead and leave me just a little star emoji for my little squishy star here. I appreciate that. Leave that down in the comments. Like and subscribe my video. Tell your friends about me. Like I said, I am just getting started, and I know I'm a little kind of here, there, and everywhere with everything. But as I get things, I've got big plans for 2026 on having everything a little more organized so that my videos aren't quite all over the place. Who knows? I'm kind of a hot mess express, so who knows if that'll happen or not. So until I see you again, I hope you have a wonderful day or week. And as